And so we can finally say that Manchester United are now in the title race after a win against Fulham. While for Manchester City, things didn't go well as planned as they dropped points on the road. For Arsenal, it looks like they could finally be getting their hands on a Premier League title after thrashing Leeds United. So this is some of the matches that came up in the English Premier League. For the Spanish La Liga, it is Barcelona and then Real Madrid. These two teams are battling for the top spot in the La Liga table. We'll also be talking about the German Bundesliga because Bayern Munich have also dropped points on the road. It looks like things may not be going on well for Bayern Munich. We'll also be talking about the Italian Serie A because Napoli are also back on form. Well, but for Inter Milan, they keep winning their matches, hoping to win the Italian Serie A. So let's start off from the English Premier League because Manchester United picked up a 3-2 win over Fulham at the Old Trafford. Now goals from Casemiro, Matheus Cunha, and Benjamin Sesko. These were the three men who stepped up for Manchester United in their 3-2 win against Fulham at home. So this is the third win for Michael Carrick since he took charge of Manchester United as their new head coach. Now let's talk about Manchester City because they also dropped a vital point away from home. They faced Tottenham Hotspur. That game ended 2-2 in favor of both sides. Antoine Semenyo was on the score sheet for Manchester City, but then it was Dominic Solanke. He was the man who scored a brace for Tottenham Hotspur in making sure that Tottenham Hotspur they get the vital 1 point at home. Now let's talk about Arsenal because Arsenal, it looks like at this moment Arsenal could be winning the Premier League title because after Manchester City dropped that vital point drawing against Tottenham Hotspur, for Arsenal they trust Leeds United by 4 goals in that particular match, making sure that they extend their lead at the top of the Premier League table. But then let me take you through the Premier League table after these matches. After Manchester United winning their game, Tottenham Hotspur drawing against Manchester City, and Arsenal winning their game against Leeds United. So at this moment, Arsenal are top of the Premier League table after 24 matches played with 53 points. They are followed by Manchester City on the second position with 47 points. They are followed by Aston Villa on the third position with 46 points. Remember, Aston Villa, they lost to Brentford by 1-0 in this particular one, dropping vital points also. And then Manchester United are on the 4th place with 41 points. Chelsea, they are on the 5th position with 40 points after their 3-2 win against West Ham United. And then we also have Liverpool on the 6th position with 39 points. And Liverpool also getting a win against Newcastle United in making sure that they move to the 6th place of the English Premier League. But then, which team do you think impressed you over the weekend? Looking at the matches that transpired with the top 6 of the English Premier League table. Now let's talk about the Spanish La Liga because Barcelona and Real Madrid, these two teams are battling for the top spot. That is a top level, that is a La Liga title this season because for Barcelona, they were 3-1 winners over Elche away from home. Marcus Rashford getting a goal in this particular game. And then Ferran Torres and then Lamine Yamal, they were the 3 men who stepped up for Barcelona in making sure that they grabbed all 3 points, winning that game by 3-1 away from home. But then for Real Madrid also, they also picked vital points, the maximum 3 points at home at the Santiago Bernabeu. So it was Vinicius Junior and Kylian Mbappe scoring those goals for Real Madrid in making sure that Real Madrid win by 2-1 in this particular one. So for the Spanish La Liga, things are a little bit heated because at this moment, Barcelona are top of the La Liga table with 55 points. They are followed by Real Madrid on the 2nd position with 54 points. Just 1 point between these two clubs. So it's just going to be an interesting one. They are followed by Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid, unfortunately for them, they do goalless with Levante. So they are on the 3rd position at this moment with 45 points. At this moment, that's about 11 points, about 10 or 11 points gap between them and then 1st place Barcelona. So this is how the La Liga table is currently standing after Barcelona and Real Madrid winning their respective games. So at this moment, it's going to be a very, very key tight at this moment. Hopefully, during the El Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona, things could change. We could see a different direction in the La Liga table. Now let's talk about the German Bundesliga because Bayern Munich, they dropped vital points away from home, drawing by 2-2 to Hamburger in this particular fixture. Remember, last weekend they lost by 2-1 at home against Augsburg in this particular one. But for Borussia Dortmund, they were 3-2 winners in their game against Heidenheim at home. That is a Signal Iduna Park, getting their crucial 3 points in this particular one, hoping to catch up with Bayern Munich after their 2-2 draw against Hamburger. So these are the German Bundesliga table stands after Bayern Munich drawing and then Borussia Dortmund winning their game. So Bayern Munich are top of the Bundesliga table with 51 points. It looks like a comfortable one, but they shouldn't see this as an open. They should see this as a big opportunity for them to extend the lead, hopefully in the next matches, because Borussia Dortmund, they followed on the second position with 45 points. So that's just 6 points between them and then Bayern first place Bayern Munich at this moment. So hopefully Borussia Dortmund will be hoping that Bayern Munich will keep dropping points on the road, and then hopefully they can win their respective games so that they will be able to win the German Bundesliga in this particular one. Now let's move away from the German Bundesliga. Let's talk about the Italian Serie A, because it's getting much excited because Napoli are also back on track, and remember they lost by 3-0 against Juventus over the weekend. That's last weekend. This time around they are back to winning forms, beating Fiorentina by 2-1. And now Antonio Conte and his men are back on track at this particular moment. But then for Inter Milan, they were also 2-0 winners against Cremonese, hoping to extend their lead at the top of the table in the Italian Serie A. So this is how the league table stands in the Italian Serie A. Now Inter Milan, they top the table after their 2-0 win over Cremonese. They are top with 55 points. They are followed by AC Milan. So AC Milan has a game in hand. They will be facing Bologna in this particular one. AC Milan are second with 47 points. And then Napoli, they move to the third position with 46 points, followed by AS Roma on the fourth position with 43 points. So this is how the Italian Serie A table is currently ranking after its respective matches. That is the match day 23 playing. Hopefully, if AC Milan wins, they can close the gap between them and then Inter Milan at the top of the table. But finally, before we go, let's talk about the French League. Also, that is another team to talk about. That is PSG and then Lens, because PSG at this moment are not topping the French League. I'll tell you why. Because Lens at this moment they won their game against Le Havre by a goal to 0. At this moment, the result means that Lens are now top. They top the French League at this moment. Let's look at it. So they have 46 points at this moment after 20 games played. And so PSG followed second with a game in hand. PSG has 45 points, just 1 point apiece these two teams. Hopefully, if PSG are able to beat Strasbourg, they could go back to the top of the French League table. So this is how the table ranks in Europe, and that is the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A, and the French League, and then don't forget the German Bundesliga. So this is how the matches fared well over the weekend. Share your thoughts with us and what teams made your impressions over the weekend. Is it Manchester United? Is it Bayern Munich? Is it Real Madrid or Barcelona or maybe Arsenal? Remember, this is Our Media Sports on YouTube, on all our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then share with your friends. My name is Amos Mama Boy.